Hello everybody and welcome back to Sportscast. I'm Cam, that's Graham.
Cameron, I have a question for you. If the New York Jets played the Ohio State Buckeyes, who do you think would win?
We've seen this question time and time again. Last year's the Saints. It's different every year. Teams get worse and worse. College football teams get better and better. I think this is the closest it's been for a while. I think that with Jets getting rid of all of their players, they have like Breece Hall, Justin Fields, and a bunch of nobodies. That being said, I would go with Ohio State.
Yeah, I agree. Ohio State definitely has the much better, just overall, you look at every position, most of them are better than the New York Jets. And for all the people that keep saying, oh, the Jets would win by 40 plus, and that's being generous. What year Jets are you looking at? Because it's not anything in the 2000s era of football.
Well, if we look position by position, you got Julian Sand versus Justin Fields. Justin Fields can't throw over 100 passing yards. Julian Sand can throw for over 300 every weekend. Again, it's NFL defense, college football defense. I get that. However, how many other starters in the NFL are throwing 200, 300 yards a game with Justin Fields barely getting to 100? And then we go to the running back position. I guess Breece Hall would definitely win that. Bo Jackson is going to be a stud, especially when he develops, but right now, obviously, Breece Hall is
It's early.
better.
Bo Jackson's got a lot of time still to develop before he goes.
And that is
to the
awesome that there's a running back named Bo Lamar Jackson. That is insane. Now we go to the wide receivers. Ohio State, I don't think we need to get any really into that. Garrett Wilson is the only good person on the Jets. He's on IR. I think we're considering this with the current Jets.
I would even talk about if they were healthy. I'd still think Ohio State's got them.
Yeah, receiver core for Ohio State is insane. You have Carnell Tate going top 10 this year. You have Jeremiah Smith going top 3 in a year or two. They would be all-stars right now in the NFL.
Even if you look at just how Ohio State rookie receivers are doing when they first come into the league. You look at Emeka Egbuka, you look at JSN, who's been in the league for a few years now, but the point still stands. Ohio State's really good at developing wide receivers for NFL caliber.
Just unfortunately, Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson went to the two worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
It shows what an Ohio State receiver could do on an actual good team.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is not on the worst team, not on the best team. He's on a very mediocre team, and
he's just catching balls from Kyler Murray, so
right.
That's just the problem there.
I would personally rather catch passes from Jacoby Brissett, which eventually they agreed. I don't think Kyler Murray has much left in him.
No, I don't think so.
But we don't really need to talk about Kyler Murray anymore. We'll move on to the defense.
Defensively, the Jets are just not in the conversation, really. Name 3 good big name players on the Jets defense.
I would say Quincy Williams is a solid linebacker. I would say Will McDonald, he had a bunch of sacks against the Browns. And Jermaine Johnson. But outside of their edge rushers and just linebacker group as a whole, they don't have much.
Looking back at Ohio State, with Ohio State's offensive line,
yeah.
Julian Sand has one of the fewest sack percentages in the entirety of college football right now because the Ohio State offensive line just carries through and can stop basically everything. Again, you do have to look at, that's just college football linebackers and D-line maybe not being the best, but also Ohio State is on just that completely different caliber.
Yeah, and that D-line is pretty good, especially surprising with moving on from Jack Sawyer a great edge rusher his years in the team. But you guys like Kenyatta Jackson. I mean, he's a phenomenal defensive lineman. We have all-star linebackers. Our cornerbacks always, we grow cornerbacks on trees. The Jets have never seen a tree.
Or a competent corner, apparently.
And whatever the Jets do have is old.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird to say that a lot of those players that a few years ago were regarded as like some of the better ones are now just like old, washed up, and not really worth much now. That's just a weird state of the league.
Yeah, I think it would be a really close game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking like 27-24. It's going to be a close game, but I think this is the year that we can finally say the best college football team in the nation would beat the worst NFL team.
I think it would be close, more so in the second half than in the first.
Like every Jets game ever.
Yeah. The first half, I see Ohio State coming away with like at least a 20-point lead. Mm-hmm. The Jets, I don't know why they struggle in the first half so much, but they do. But in the second half, I see the Jets at least partially coming back. Ohio State's going to keep their advantage, but Ohio State would win that. I would go, say, 35-24.
It would be cool if they actually did this in real life, but it would never happen, unfortunately.
Hey, that's one way they could push back the Super Bowl so that it lines up with President's Day, so you have the next day off.
Jets are just essentially a college football team.
Yeah.
Like in terms of skill. Division II.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any closing remarks?
Ohio State's just that good. They probably will win back-to-back.
Closing statements for me. This Jets team is worse than most teams in the bottom of the league for the past 10 years. Except for the 0-16 Browns.
I was actually going to say I think the 0-16 Browns would actually fare pretty good against the Jets right now.
I mean, the current Browns lost to the current Jets, so that says something. But that will do it for this. Ohio State would be the Jets, and we have proof because Jeremiah Smith